This is Shelley Craft coming to you live on SNNLive. We're coming to you live from the Marcum MicroCap Conference 2017 in New York City. I have with me Dr. Pamela G. Marrone of Marrone Bio Innovations. It's a publicly traded company, and the symbol is MBII. Pamela, welcome to SNNLive.
Thank you, Shelley. Glad to be here.
It's good to have you on the program. Let's get an overview of the company first, and then we'll go from there.
Very good. We develop natural products for controlling pests and increasing crop yields as alternatives to toxic chemicals. Just like your pharmaceutical companies have been hunting the rainforest looking for new drugs, and penicillin comes from a mold, we do the same thing and hunting for those things that can control pests and plant diseases and increase crop yields and quality.
So, give me an example of how your products benefit farmers.
So the farmers, when they use their products incorporated into their pest management and crop production programs, will increase yields, and they can get more. Let's say it's strawberries. They'll get more berries, they'll get bigger berries, and at the same time they'll be controlling the bugs, like a bug that sucks the sap out of the berries and harms its appearance, and also molds and mildews that grow on the crop. So they get better ROI, return on investment. And in addition, we can spray right up to harvest with our products, and there's no chemical residues left. This is great when they export their berries outside the U.S. Also, they can spray in the morning and be back in the field with their workers in the afternoon because of the safety of our product. Don't have to worry about harming pollinators, and you don't have to worry that the bugs will develop resistance or become immune. So there's many advantages of our products for the farmer.
I know this market is huge. How do you get market share in such a big market?
You're right. Its global market of chemical pesticides is about $55 billion. It's flat to declining because of the regulatory restrictions. Governments are restricting chemicals, and consumers, don't like chemical residues. Our biological market is much smaller. It's about $3 billion and growing much quicker. Our company is outpacing that. And so how do we get market share? Well, we do demonstrations on the farm with early adopter growers. We call those the bell cow growers. And we do a block that's 20 acres, and we'll incorporate our product into their program, and they'll compare it to their chemical-only program, and they'll see the results are great, and they'll buy it. Now, for an organic farmer, one who doesn't use synthetic chemicals because it's not allowed, our products are all listed for organic. Organic continues to be a juggernaut. It's small, but it's still the highest growth sector in food, and our products are all listed for organic production.
So you have the organic label on your products?
We absolutely do. As I said, it's the fastest growth segment of food. And so there's not enough acres of organic production in this country to meet the demand, so we import a lot. And, imports of organic are sort of dubious because they're not as certified. In the U.S., we have a very strong regulatory system for certifying organic acres, and our products have to go through a very strict regulatory system to be allowed in organic farming.
So are you a national layout, a national footprint?
We do. So we are focusing on high-value fruits and vegetables. So that would be tomatoes and peppers and grapes and almonds and cherries, and so all the high-value crops here in the country. When we're selling in the large acre crops like corn and soybeans through larger partners, but the market for this is global. So everywhere you go, I was in Guatemala and China and Europe last year, and I was looking at coffee plantations and banana plantations, and in Morocco looking at vegetable production. And everywhere you go, they have the same drivers as we do in the United States, but the market for biologicals is emerging and growing even faster because they don't want to harm the people. They don't want to harm bees. They don't want to worry about chemical residues, and they want to get higher crop growth and yield.
And when you know that land is being used that was once a farm to build cities around the world, doesn't it absolutely call into play higher yields?
Absolutely. How are we going to go from a global population of 7 to 9 billion by 2050 on less land? Well, that means you have to intensify, grow more on less, and you got to do it more sustainably. So we're right in that dovetailing that global trend.
How do you apply your product?
So the farmer would apply our product just like they would a chemical if they're using chemicals, and that is it's either in a jug or a bag, and they open it up and they put it into their spray tank, and they mix it up and then spray it out on the leaves of the foliage of the crop, or apply it to the soil at planting time or in the furrow where the crop is, and that's how it's applied.
So this isn't the GMO, is it?
No, our products are not genetically modified organisms. They're not allowed to be because our products are regulated by the Environmental Protection Agency, and in order to get the fast track through the agency, and it is a very nice fast track system here in the U.S., none of our products really can't be genetically modified, so they're all in their natural form.
What are the regulations from the EPA that you have to abide by?
So we have a biopesticide pollution prevention division. It's called the BPPD. So we have our own division, and in return for user fees, we get a fast track for small business and biopesticides through the EPA. So when you submit to the EPA, they're supposed to approve our product within 18 months after submission. So it's a very nice, efficient system, and we're required to test against fish and birds and lady beetles and honeybees and rats. So we do animal studies to prove the safety. We're very well regulated, but we do have a faster path because these products, if you don't show any toxic effects in the animal studies, then you have a more streamlined system at the EPA.
What's your background?
I'm an entomologist by training, but I started my career at Monsanto Company. I was head of their insect biotechnology program for 7 years. Then I was recruited by big Danish company Novo Nordisk to start up a company which was called Entotech in Davis, California. And after that, I started and led 2 companies, AgroQuest, which was sold to Bayer for almost $500 million in 2012, and I started this company in 2006.
So you're a serial entrepreneur.
I am, and I would say I'm considered, by others tell me that I've been way ahead of my time, doing this for a long time, and really transforming how we produce food and changing paradigms, and that's my life's work, and we're successfully doing it.
Let me get your website out there for more information to our investor audience.
We're at www.marronebioinnovations.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Pamela G. Marrone from Marrone Bio Innovations. It's a NASDAQ-listed company, and the symbol is MBII. I'm Shelley Kraft. This is SNNLive, and we're coming to you live from the Marcum MicroCap Conference 2017 here in New York City. Pam, let me thank you for coming on.
Thank you, Shelley.
My pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.